All right, welcome back. You're getting a 2-for-1 today. The Sloan Sells Homes Open House with Michelle Sloan. That's me. And
Dannel Shepard with the Your House is Key podcast.
Oh, boy. So we got, this is a first.
Of many.
A first of many.
Yeah, we're going to have fun with this.
We've got a lot of information to share with you today, and we're going to start off with the state of the market. 2025 is starting off a little bit slower than I think we anticipated at the end of last year.
Yes, but even though it's slow, you got to remember the tortoise still finished the race. So it's just, I'm just saying, it is a different pace than what we used to expect, especially with the COVID. I mean, everybody was like, we were just rapid, full speed. Mm-hmm. But I think now we're back to, I want to say, what real estate used to be.
It is. We are returning to the time in real estate when it is just a little bit, the pace is slower.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of reasons for that. Number one, the mortgage interest rates.
Yes.
Hovering around 7%. That 7% is very psychological for a lot of people, and especially the younger generations.
That is true.
The Dannel generation.
Whoa, wait. That's fact. Okay, I give you that one.
Right?
Yeah, that is true.
Your generation, in your 30s, you're thinking maybe, you know what, I should expect a 5%.
Well, see, and I think that is because I had mentors, right? And when I came in the industry, I understand from that time that, 5s and 4s and 3s is not the average, and nor is it common. We had something that took place that I doubt will ever happen again.
Right.
And I think that's what makes my generation say, well, my parents and my cousins and such and such refied or was able to buy a house at 3 or 4%. Well, guess what? Those times, again, we won't see it.
No, that was historic. Those are historic lows. And we saw there's always been swings in the market.
Correct.
And there's always going to be an ebb and flow. So with that ebb and flow, 7 is more likely to be the norm. And it actually is, if you look back 20, 30 years.
Yes.
7% is the average if you just take all of those years combined.
And also, too, the average of 7, again, there's factors, right? Where a lot of people just see the number because there's 6s and close to 5s. But again, and I know we'll talk about it, if not today, another episode, but there's DTI, there's your credit score, there's how much you're putting down. There's so many factors that can keep you from getting the 7. It's just you see the average and you're slow to react because all you see is the number and not really what's behind the scenes.
That's right. So Dannel is throwing out some DTI, debt to income ratio.
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to be throwing some slang around that we're going to try to keep breaking it down. But as you continue to watch us, you are going to learn all of the lingo that will help you be a better consumer. Help you be a better buyer.
That is true.
Better seller, more informed, and being informed of what's happening in the market is really key to getting the best deals.
That is,
knowing when to jump in, and knowing when to jump in is always very personal.
It is, because that goes back to what is your why? Why are you doing this? Is it job? Is it your family? Is, hard times? Or, it could be many reasons, but again, that is why knowing what's going on in the market at the current state or speaking to an expert like us, or and there's other experts, don't get me wrong, but again,
We're still the best, though.
We are.
Yeah.
That's let me be flat out with it. Outside of this, there's no. Who else are you going to call? Having again expert who truly knows, and that's another thing. When you do jump in, I say, tell the truth. The more, and now it's funny. So I tell my clients, I'm like your parents, and the loan officers like the doctor. When you go behind the doors, you tell your mom and dad, "Hey, I broke my wrist. I was outside playing." You get behind the doctor. What happened? Well, I was jumping out the window. I ran from my boyfriend or girlfriend house because their parent was home, and that's how I broke my wrist. The truth always comes out behind the door or eventually. But if you help us understand the real reasons why, again, because there's confidentiality that we owe to you and that we'll give them.
Absolutely.
If you tell us why we will form a solution together as a team. Mm-hmm. It means you and us as a team to make sure that you're successful based off your reason why you're jumping into the market.
Absolutely. Joining me today on the Sloan Sells Homes Open House is Dannel Shepard. He's associate broker at Remax Time, also my broker in Kentucky. So proud of the way we've been able to work together for the last several years and continue to grow the business. And it is all about growing. The business of real estate is always learning. And we're always learning. We're always listening. And that's the key. You want to have an agent who is listening to your needs. And that's what you're talking about, right? You're talking about making sure that you are telling us all of the details, and you may be embarrassed to say, I had a bankruptcy. Well, how long ago was it?
Right.
That's information that we must have. Oh, you're separated, but you're still married. Information we need to help you, because we may get into this transaction and then find out a very important piece of information that in the end could derail the entire deal.
Yeah, you went from 30 days, maybe 45 to could be 90 or not at all.
Exactly.
Buying or selling can be stressful. Our job is to relieve as much stress and prevent you from hitting as many obstacles as possible. Mm-hmm. We are here to make it fun, enjoyable. I mean, it's a huge transaction. It's not buying a car. It's only so many other transactions or things you're going to do in life that's going to be this big at this magnitude. And the more we know, the better off we are with helping you, one, stay at ease, tackling on any obstacles that may come your way, and then finding a solution, again, that just makes this, you want to do it again. In 3 or 5 years, you call us back and we do it again.
That's right.
That's the whole point, to the American dream of owning a home and doing it with ease.
That's right. And having the experts behind you to help you all the way through.
That is
true. All right,
true.
we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to do part 2 with Dannel and Michelle. Oh.